Yeah, you share your screen.
Arena.
Yeah, okay, very good. Like since we had a long break, I just want to make today's session a short revision about what we have learned before. Just let's make refresh your information. Okay, so let's
Okay.
do a revision on Java introduction, variables, functions, and conditions,
Okay.
data types, string, what else? Operators. Do you remember all that? Like, show me what you have done the last couple of months. I see you create arrays. You do a good job. Here in yeah, it's gonna yeah, very good. You did all this alone without any help of anybody.
Well, no, I got these do YouTube, right? I used YouTube to help me,
Wow, great.
and yeah, but do need know about loops are kind of hard. I don't know.
Great, great. So let me ask you some questions. Okay, like let's refresh our information together. Like, do you remember what is the use of variables in Java?
What you can create a function, right? The function.
No, to create a variable. Like for example, go back to the other program. It was int x, whatever. Yes, this program. Not equate, the one in the background.
Oh, here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just remove this equate and show me other programs. What happened? Is it not responding? Oh, yeah, okay. This int num rev. This is variables. What is the use of these variables? We use it to store data, right?
To use variable.
Yeah, we use variables in Java to store data or store values. Okay, so here number is used, or num, the variable num used to store value of type integer. Okay, the same to rev, right? So do you remember how many data types we have in Java?
And we have many, 10, maybe we have 10.
Think you don't really remember. Okay.
We have many,
let me do something.
We got primitive, we have primitives.
Yes, exactly. We have primitive data types and we have non-primitive data types. Okay, look, I have an idea. Just stop sharing your screen. I will share mine. We will create a small program together to make a quick revision. Okay?
Honest.
Yeah, for all we have done together before, we'll make a quick revision today. It will be a short revision. Okay? So you see my screen now, right?
Yep.
Okay, it's my IntelliJ. I will create a new project. Okay, I will name it coding training. No, not coding training, coding training. Okay. Mm. Sharing, right? You see my screen.
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. It's just loading. Wait a second. Okay, now I just created a new project called Code Training. Okay, here I have only one class called main, and it has one main method. Okay, I will just create a new class. Okay, I will call it revision. Okay, yes. Okay, revision. Here I will just type some points. Okay, and we will remember together like the headlines. Okay, or the main topics that you should remember today. First of all, Java is an object-oriented programming language. That means for now that everything can be represented as objects. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say a Java class acts as a file that contains where we write code. Okay. Uh, in Java, code can be written only inside class. Like, for example, here I have the class called revision. Okay, between these two curly brackets, I can write my code. like this open curly bracket is the start of my revision class. This closing curly bracket is the closing of revision class. In between these two, in the highlighted blue area, I can write my code. But for example, I can't come here, down here and write the code. It's not accepted. Okay? Maybe in some other language it's accepted, but in Java it's not accepted. In Java, I can write my code only here inside that class. Okay? What else? You remember the main method, right?
Yes, I do.
Main method, like this, is our entry point to Java program. For example, here in main class, I have main function. If I click run, the code here inside this main function will get executed line by line. Okay? So if I have another class here called revision, this revision will not get executed, okay, if I don't make a reference of this revision class inside main method. All inside main method will get executed, okay? You already know this, right? You
Yes,
remember?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. What else do you want to say here?
What's can be written inside?
Java variable used to store values. Variables should have a name and the data type. Like what we have seen in your program a while ago, you had int num. So int is a data type and num is the name of the variable, okay?
Yes.
Data type refer to the type of value will be stored in variable. Like for example, if we create a variable that need to store numbers, we'll make it with a type integer or long, okay? If it's of type, it will store characters, it will be of type char, and so on. So here, we have the primitive and non-primitive data types. So now can you tell me what are the primitive data types?
Oh, they're int.
Data types. Okay. Int.
Boolean.
Yes. Boolean.
Byte.
Yes. Byte.
Long.
Long.
Short.
Short. What else?
String. No, not
No,
string, not string.
not string. Yeah, string is non-primitive data type. It's a class.
What was the other one here?
Try to remember. Like
Uh,
many of them are used to store integer values. Okay, but with different sizes. Okay, some of them are
yeah.
used to store decimal numbers. Okay,
Mhm.
some for characters and some for Boolean.
Some four characters. Yeah. Um, yeah. The int.
You need help?
No. Float.
Yeah, okay, float, right.
Mhm.
What else?
What else? Probably
Another one has the same usage of float
double.
with bigger size. Double, yes,
Double. Yeah.
double. Mm. Last one,
Um,
last one.
char.
Sure. So we have all these primitive data types, byte, short, int, long. All of them are used to store integer values. We have float and double to store decimal values or decimal numbers. We have char to store characters. We have Boolean to store true or false values. Okay, these are primitive data types. Non-primitive data type. Example.
String.
Yes, string. We have string. It's a non-primitive data type. We have what else?
Array.
Yeah, like not array, but um, like any custom class we can make, like let's
Yeah,
say
any class.
revision class or my class.
Yeah.
My class can be non-primitive data type that can be used to create new objects. Okay, so it's a non-primitive data type. Okay.
Yeah.
What else? Let's go to remember operators. Operators in Java. You remember what operators we have in Java?
Yep. We have many. There are
Yeah,
many operators.
we have many. Like
Yeah. Mathematical.
we have some main types of operators, like
Yeah.
some classification we had for operators.
Greater.
There are too many, as you said. So we have
Less.
some sort of classification for operators. You remember?
Yeah. Greater. Less than.
Like we used to classify operators as arithmetic
Arithmetic.
operators, like for example, plus, 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 minus, multiplication,
Greater than.
uh, division not greater than, like
Mhm.
these, like
Yeah.
like all, uh, all operators used for mathematical calculations. Another type of operators, you remember? Comparison.
Greater than?
Yes, comparison operators.
Equal.
Yes, these operators are being used if you want to compare two values to each other or two variables to each other. So we use equal, we use greater than, we use smaller than, we use greater than or equal, we use smaller than or equal, and so on. Okay, these called comparison operators. All operators. Okay. Used to compare values. Okay. Last one, you remember? Can you tell me the last type of operators?
Dot equal. Dot.
No.
Yeah. String dot equal.
No. I mean the operator groups. Like we have arithmetic operators, we have comparison operator, we had last group of operators.
Oh yeah. The two bars.
Yeah. Called logical operators. Yeah, these like logical operators are used mostly when we need to like combine more than one condition together or more than one comparison together. Like we use the and we use the or, the two bar, and we use the not, right?
And yeah.
Mostly used to combine more than one condition. Okay.
And if else?
Yeah, this is in the conditions. Like I forgot to say something about variables again. Do you remember the types of variables?
Types of variables. Some of them, I think.
Types of variables. Do you remember how many type of variables we have in Java?
Lots. We have many.
Not many, but we had three.
String, string.
Yeah, three types. We had local variable. You know what is local variable?
Yeah, it's
like for example here, I have main
method,
right? Here, if I say int num, okay, inside this main method or inside any other method, this is called local variable because it's only accessible inside this function or inside this method. Okay, if I have, for example, void test here, okay, I cannot say num equal 0. Why I can't? Because num is only visible inside main function. Can't be accessed outside the main function. So this is called local.
Or you you can access it through
This
getter
is
setter, right? Getter setter.
local variable. Okay. If I
What about the getter setter method?
if I do like this, now my error is gone, and yes, I can access num, because num now is a local variable inside test function. Okay.
Okay.
If I cut this int num,
Yeah.
and I put it up here at the top of main class, is it possible? Yes, it's possible. Do you know what is the type of int num now?
Int yeah.
Yeah. What we call it? Is it a local variable? It's no longer a local variable. What we call it? What shall we call it?
It's not local.
It's not local. It's not local anymore. It was local when it was inside main or inside test, but now it's outside.
It's called
Yes, and it's still accessible
non-local variable.
Global variable. Global
Global.
variable. So we have local variable, global variable, and finally we had another type that we didn't discuss too much about it. We will know about it more soon. Okay, but for now we have a third type of variable called static variable. Okay.
Yeah.
And in variables, do you know the step of creating this variable int num? What we call this operation? We call it declaration.
Declaration.
Okay. What is the process of giving a value to this variable?
Initialization.
Yes. Okay. So let's say variable declaration. Declaration is creating the variable. Variable initialization is assigning a value to the variable. Okay, very good. What else we need to discuss?
If else.
Yeah, the conditions. How many type of conditions we have in Java? You remember?
We have 3. I know 3.
Tell me, what is this 3 types?
There's obviously if else, or else if, and what's the other one? While.
No, while is not
While loop.
while is not a condition. It's a loop, and we will talk later, like in our next meeting, we will talk about loops. But for now, to not make any confusion, let's focus on what we have done today. Like we have now 14 points. Do you have any confusion about any of these points?
Switch. Oh yeah, switch.
Like, do you remember all of the points that we discussed
Yes.
so far?
Yep, I remember.
You don't need any example on any of them?
No, I remember most. Yeah, I think I remember all of them. I remember all of these.
Okay, great. So let's move to conditions. Conditions is the last topic that we're gonna discuss for today. So can you remind me of the conditions in
switch statement?
In Java, yes, we have switch, and we have the if-else statement. Do you know the usage of if-else and switch, and what is the difference between if and switch? Because conditions, if-else and switch is, let's say, it's
switch is
most
easier.
advanced. Is the most advanced topic we have learned together so far.
Switch is easier, I think. Easier written.
Easier?
Yeah, switch is easier.
How easier it is?
Switch. Breaking each line. Breaking each line. The switch is more convenient.
There was a big difference between if-else and switch. Do you remember this difference?
Yeah, if-else is a bit longer to write. If-else is a bit longer, and there's you have to write a statement. You have to write, condition, of course. There's no condition in.
Yeah, I'm talking about the cases and probabilities.
Yeah.
In switch, it's much bigger than if-else, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, do you know how to write if condition?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay, can you show me how to do it?
Sure. On here, or
yeah, maybe you can share your screen and
okay.
Show me the syntax.
You can delete your. You can share. I'll share my screen.
Yeah, share your screen and show me.
Oh, can you not?
Syntax.
Yeah, can you turn off your screen? Can you turn off your screen?